Are the communication tools in your remote team making you more disconnected than ever? Huh, you're not alone. I jumped on the hybrid work model bandwagon back in 2020 to make sure my international team was more connected than ever. But what did I get? I got a chaotic circus of bad communication. And the only way to dig yourself out of bad communication is to look for ways to fix it, especially as it pertains in the remote work world where written communication dominates every other medium. So here are the mistakes I've made that maybe that can help you avoid them or to help you overcome them yourself as well. Mistake number one, no company-wide communication guidelines. It was a free-for-all. One person's Slack emoji was another person's email saga. Email, email, reply. And the one good thing about email is it's centralized. Everything goes in there, no matter how overwhelming it may seem. So the solution is create a communication guidelines. How are you supposed to communicate? Where are you supposed to communicate? And why is it that way? Lay down the rules. So problem number two is too many platforms, too little clarity. Each tool promises the holy grail of productivity in communication. However, they're all mazes of comment written threads. You have email, you have Slack, you have Asana inbox, you have comments to comments, and it's maddening. So the next solution for this problem is to limit your platforms. Have as many platforms to make you as productive as possible, but as it comes to communication, limit the mediums that you use. Pick your top three and stick to them. Obviously, email is going to be a big one. So what are those other two primary ones? If you're a 5 or 6, your team's all over the place and you are as well. Problem number 3. Written communication is ideal for short updates and sharing quick information, but it is not for everything. The problem I have made is to lean on written communication way too much. So especially as it pertains to the remote world, when you're already disconnected from your team in a lot of different ways, if you're only focused on written communication, you're missing a lot of that human connection. You have to get physical, you have to get visual. And does it take more time? Is it maybe in some aspects, it could feel a little more unproductive? Yeah, but there's a lot of benefits to it as well. We're human beings for a reason. So we need to act that way. Written communication is great for FYIs, terrible, terrible for complex conversations that need a lot of back and forth, that need a lot of nonverbal cues to really make the communication most effective. So the solution to this is cut 50% of your back and forth communication. Everybody speaks about, oh, how great asynchronous communication is. If you're like me and you spend 2 hours on back and forth when a 5-minute call would have gotten the job done quicker, that feels a lot more productive to me. So cut back on the back and forth communication. For complex conversations, obviously you can, if you're a hybrid, meet in person when necessary, or at the least jump on a video call and then only invite the people that are going to contribute to that call in the meeting. And then always recap your videos and your calls in an email. So this is what we talked about. These are the key points and these are the action steps. Those are conversation recap, meeting minutes, just good practices. So make sure you recap in written form, and that's what it's used for. So to reiterate, mistake number 1 is not having good communication guidelines. Mistake number 2 is having too many conversation mediums. And mistake number 3, really leaning on written communication when humans rely on so much more than that. So if you're as fed up as I am with remote communication chaos, check out the blog post I linked below for a little bit more information on this and to really document in written form how you should execute these solutions. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so I can help you optimize your remote team, but more importantly, your business. And remember, if you're not solving problems, you're just adding to those problems. So don't create new ones, solve old ones, keep moving forward, keep the communication lines clear, keep them clean. I will see you in the next video.